and welcome to College Station, Texas. Today, at the home of the 12th man, as the Texas A&M Aggies will set out this afternoon to open the season with a victory at Kyle Field. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Aggies about to kick it away and get this season started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Hard running there. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run on their first 3 plays of the game in their own end. Run, 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 but they don't pick up the first down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and we've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruit.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They're on the board first here in the season opener. They'll try to add another to their lead. The fake, and he wants to throw. And he intercepts it. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Carolina, 2.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking everything.
Fires the pass, intercepted.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Gets away from one, finds some space, continues to fight for yards. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
The defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Power football with the run. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Defense looks like they're coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Give to the running back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Texas A&M 6.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Throws to the back. Working the middle, it's complete. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Moving away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you this is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A-game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
All right, nice gain on 3rd down there. No, you didn't get the first down. Now it's a thought process, right? Early in the game, do I want... this, or am I going to be a little bit passive? Your decision. Go for it or not.
Looking for the first down. Texas A&M lines up on 4th. They'll immediately call timeout. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And it'll be down right there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own.
Got a lot of running room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Running with power. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. The back goes in motion. He wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Touch pass on the run. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina 16, Texas A&M 6.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Calls his own number. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in Game 2 so far.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. North Texas is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Washington State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Weckman. Complete downfield. Turns it on at midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
From the gun, give on the inside. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's got his man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's McGowan. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, in this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing.
Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 40, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Fair catch called for and made. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To throw, it's Wegman. Unloads to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They'll try the right side. Fighting off the defender.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 2nd down. They'll go to the toss. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone.
Texas A&M, 13.
Coming out with it, it's Tease. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here.
He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Texas A&M going quickly.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Moving out of the pocket. Unloads it left. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to fire deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Makes his connection. At the 20, he's got space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Aggies! Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. He'll bring it out. It's McGowan. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Oh, it's a big blown opportunity by the defense to just kill that drive right there. He had a chance to make that interception in the end zone, but he couldn't come up with it.
Back to pass, it's Wegman. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's McGowan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to. He wants to take the top off. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Safety roaming the middle of the field. You can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Sellers. It's complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
37, Texas A&M.
The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tees. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent.
He's going to let it go. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
He's looking to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's Harbor. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
They'll try to pick up the first. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third down, and this crowd will pull out a vocal cord to help this defense. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook them.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by a field goal over Boise State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback checking off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some more.
Makes the catch down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Aggie.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Trying to bully their way in. He slams his way into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the 3rd, and they're lining up for an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Tell Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll try the right side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Texas A&M going up tempo. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Campbell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly, Dino, Tuna.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. You might want to do something about him. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense getting set for first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Texas A&M 49, South Carolina 44.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Brings up second down.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Running back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
How about this? These guys are going for two. He will be stopped short. They can't get the two-point conversion, and they're still up by one here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He tries to take the top off. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
First down here for the offense. Toss sweep to the right. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
To the air, it's Sellers. He'll get rid of it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right, and his throw is incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He makes a catch. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
It's really tough when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Trying to find his man on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, Aggies! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. And they'll try to tack on 2. Wide out in motion. They'll go with a direct snap. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's McGowan.
The return is brought down at the 16. The South Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, he'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Coming after it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch.
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. The give to the tailback. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. On the run, it's Owens. And more yards after contact. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Shakes off the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make...
Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. Hold it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 39 over the Royals. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to pass it. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He lofts one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's lofted toward the sideline and intercepted.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Aggies! And the route is on.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down for the offense. He wants to throw. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback extends the play. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Pressure coming. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously,